Hi everyone. Let me fix this. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I wanted to say that I have some things that I need to do today. So I told y'all I'll be back on here. It's a little late in the day. It's about to be midday. And I have some things I wanted to take care of. So let's go ahead and get started, okay? Shall we? Where do we start first? What was number one? Homework. Okay. We got the homework. Stop. You gotta finish strong with this. Okay, the assessment prep. Go ahead and open. Keep that. Okay, so I got that copied and paste. Let me let y'all see. Open up a new browser. Facebook. She funny as shit. Everybody said. I just loved it. Okay, so anyway, um, I can't afford to look at. What am I on here for? This is blank. So, oh, that's what I need to do. Facebook, um, financial statements. Oh, this is going to be smooth sailing if everything is on here. Okay, so now go here, go here, file, open new document, new template chart. Let me see. Ah, fiddlesticks. That's why I hate messing with APA paper formatting. I get it. I get it. I've been doing this for a while now. This ain't my first rodeo. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That ain't work. So we're just going to have to, number one, let's write down what he wants on top of that. So let me take off my handy dandy stuff. Three economic conditions, 22 through 23. One, interest rates. Two, inflation. Three, GDP. Four, Federal Reserve Bank policies. Five, monetary policies. Six, economic cycles. Two, assets. Three, liability. Four, equity. Five, revenue. Six, gross profit. Seven, net income. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Let's see. Get you closer. Go here. No, go here. Where do you tell me to look? Okay. I'm about to put on a jacket because this thing is just beating me up. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna go get my jacket because it's cold. It's too much to sit up there and let me read this carefully. Leaders always consider economic and marketing conditions when evaluating past performance or marketing projections. Achieve and share at minimum three economic conditions for 2022 and 2023. Some examples are interest rates. Okay, okay, to three. One, GPD matter. That's that one. GPD matter. Oh, it's almost fell. Okay, I think I found it. You put money into the Goodwill. I'm looking for GPD first. Hold on, I have it right here. Hold on. It says, but I have to have a full plan. This is very hard. Let me see something. I say that's 2.6. Where is it at? Yeah. In 2022, the GPD was at 2.6. percent. Period. Then the two. So that's one. Federal Reserve Bank policies. I'm gonna go with monetary policies. Keep this one up. Keep that one up. What else? Hold up. Did I do the wrong thing? Uh, I'm so disappointed. Two, monetary policies. This one. First, let me go ahead and get this out the way. Meta monetary policy. Let me go ahead and do this first. We're going to take his stuff. We're going to go here, make a citation generator. Suzanne O'Halloran. Let me look again. Hall. Okay, put that down a little bit. Make another one. Another economic style. I did not mean to do that. Almost through with part one. That cotton that be looking like snow, that's how deep the cotton is. It be tearing up my poor little nose. Okay, what's the second part of this? Let me see something. Damn it. Fiddlesticks. This is very hard to do. Okay, let's put this bad boy in effect. I got my references and everything. Okay, let's check this off real quick. I made a copy and paste, but I got my references. As long as you got your references, you're good. Because this was very hard. Okay, let's save. Go here. What's this? Close that out. Close that out. Close this. Go here. Attach. Downloads. I don't need this no more. No, I didn't mean to do that. There's something to drink. I don't like how that reference did me. Okay. Now we're moving into week 4. Four. It's gonna go by so fast. Week 5, week 6. Okay, so now the next thing is to edit Pam Hill and Janine Bolin. Put it. Give me a second. I may have to do this in a mirror. Hold on. Here I come. I'm grabbing the drink first. What did I do with me, God? Give me a second. I'm taking a break real quick. I used to eat this as a child. My dad turned me onto this. They changed it, the title, but it's still the same great taste. Now I need to go here, do one more thing with the expert. I need to download his high efficiency video. Okay. While that's downloading, go to DCTV. Give me a second. When it's done, it's going to pop up. Hey, big dog in the house. Jose, Robert, you could have found a better last name. Hurry up, man. This is why I eat so sloppy, because I hurry up. And it went through, yeah. We're going to delete it after this for November. Individual. Are y'all watching this or me? Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, so give me just a second. It's right here. I am on backlog. By the time I have to pay for my show again with DTTV, because they play 2 shows every 2 weeks. They run them for 2 weeks. Let me see one last thing. 25, 44, 21. He is not being played until November. No adult content. No, it hasn't. Sign right here. They like MP4. Okay, that's going good. Keep it as long as it's up, and it'll be up. Now we're going to edit these videos. Give me a second. That's why I rush, because I want to make sure all my stuff is done. Military style. Woo! One more bite, because I'm already out. I already read up on another one. I didn't even know they sell this at Fred Meyer's. I was like, yeah. When I seen it, my eyes got so big. I was like, oh my God. Let me throw it away. Okay. Now what? Um, let's edit that video number 2 and then go to Brains Magazine. Y'all gonna see me do like a little, it's raining again. It's gonna rain all day. Do a little mini photo shoot. I don't even know where I want to. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prop. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go in an area where it's pretty outside or inside. So yeah, give me a second. Let's Final Cut Pro. That helped. Um, delete this. We got 2 videos we're posting on Roku. They don't even know I'm posting it on Roku. Half of them don't even care about their videos no more. But it builds my portfolio. Okay, so we got that. Go here. Who is this? Okay, that's going to get deleted after that. 1 and 2. So command, import. I'm about to show y'all in a second. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. What? What? You know what I'm about to show y'all? I know it's going. Okay, there we go. I guess it was meant for me to put that. Blades of Glory. What? Happy birthday. It was so funny. JFK dissed Marilyn Monroe. It wasn't funny that he dissed her. R.I.P. to Marilyn Monroe. It was hilarious how she got mad and started talking amongst people in Hollywood about that crap. And she thought he was going to stay there at the event. And he didn't even stay there. She said, "Happy birthday, Mr. President," all that great stuff. And he didn't even give her props. I know it was some type of foul play, though. You got to think about it. I don't think it was with the president per se. All I think is because there's no way she could have nothing in her stomach. Nothing is in her stomach. Y'all gonna flip out when y'all see this. She was my last interview before I started traveling, and I did it in my car. Hold on. Jarvis. Jarvis Tops. Hello there, Jarvis. My hair is messing up, Jarvis. How do I do this, Jarvis? No, podcast is about this podcast is about me doing my work, but usually I interview. What just happened? I knew it was going to do that. Hold on, you guys. that keeps doing that to me? Hold on, you guys. Apple, get it right. Let me do it like this. Because obviously it's not working over there. Where is it at? Getting old for this crap. Too old. Is it working now? I'm getting me a new charger. This charger's some monkey balls. Come on, turn on. Let me see that light. It's not even charging. Oh no, that's not cool. I think I know the reason why. I have to play around with it. That's a big no-no not to have your buddy, your battle virtual buddy or digital buddy, your cell phone should work now. Is it charging? Come on, just show me. Show me the money. If it's not, I'm gonna have to leave out and get another charger. Preferably Apple, not no damn Android. I heard it. There we go. I'm still gonna get me one. I had one. I feel so stupid. Give me a second, y'all. I don't want to say what I have to do. I have to take it. Where did you go? Put on some lipstick. You know, okay, here I come. I gotta put some lipstick on. Give me a second. Give me a second. reload it. I gotta toss out my trash. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okie doke. Good. Thank you for waiting, y'all. Okay. I had to get some more lipstick, and it takes a while to dry. Here we go. Part one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm taking y'all outside with me. I don't even know what I'm about to wear. I'm probably gonna wear the same thing, but I gotta get a natural photo shoot done because I can't afford it. I'm not paying $300 this month. But it was worth it. Don't get me wrong, it was worth it. It was worth it 100%. All I'm saying is I got my little, you know, knapsack thingy. I can go right out there and take a photo of me, looking professional. Obviously, I can't use TikTok because it don't have a timer. I mean, do y'all know if it have a timer on it? I have to use my regular phone camera, and that'll be that. I know how to edit it anyway, so. Hi everyone, welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here. I'm telling you, I miss all my cars. My very first car was a Honda 89 Honda Accord, the box joint, and it was tan. And I used to take that sucker with me everywhere I went. That was my first baby. Then it graduated to a Ford Focus, a 2004 or 2003 Ford Focus. Then it graduated what to a Traverse, a 2022 Chevy Traverse, fresh off the market. Then it graduated to a Chevrolet Malibu. And now my baby has really came a long way. I won't say what kind of car I got, but my baby came a long way. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from?
Thank you so much for having me on the show today, Kimberly. This is Janine Boland with White Glove Broadcasting.
Thank you. And I'm so eager to hear your story. Can you go ahead and tell me about your past leading up into your present?
One of those questions are always very difficult for me. I can give you a fast executive summary because I know your listeners really just want me to help them with some of the problems they have. And so we'll quickly go through that.
I think I was at the airport when this happened, and she reminded me that I had an appointment with her. That's how bad she wanted to be on my show. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let her down. I'm going to sit up there and do this. I don't do people dirty. I think I had my bags packed and everything, and I was at the airport, and yeah.
Father was a CB in the U.S. Navy, so I was raised in multiple countries before I got to the United States. I was in high school before I got to the United States, and so there's that aspect. I had put myself through college because my family, I was the first generation to go to college for my family. And after that, I became an analytical biochemist, and I worked in the pharmaceutical industry for 15 years. And I always tell people, no Breaking Bad happening in my basement, so don't be thinking that's going on. But then the other neat thing was I didn't think I was going to be a mother in this life, and I ended up having 4 children. And I cannot tell you, that was the biggest blessing and the biggest surprise of my life. After 30 years, I had to go my separate way from my college sweetheart. And that happened in 2015. And that's when my life seriously rocketed into high performance energetics, because that's when I started writing books. I started running podcast programs. And that's when my life became what it is today, as far as being a CEO of White Glove Broadcasting.
So what was your signs? What was the signs that you seen, and how did you rebuild your life back once you had to let things go?
I think a lot of it was just acknowledgement of the fact that the story I had in my head about what my life was just acknowledging the fact that no, it wasn't. And that took a lot to get to a place where I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I had this kind of XYZ marriage, and it's not that. And it just basically, life kind of had to smack me upside the head. I'm kind of stubborn. I'm a very stubborn person. If I want to do something, I'm very stubborn, and I just work my path and I work my systems and I just make it happen, right? And you get into raising 4 children and you're homeschooling and you're just so wrapped up in all those details that sometimes life kind of has to smack you upside the face, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. What happened? What just happened here? And you go and you have to kind of contemplate that and process it. And then once I processed it and I realized, wow, I thought I had a very different thing going on here. And in order for me to live the life that I know I'm supposed to live, it's going to require drastic changes. And it took time. It took me months to come to those decisions. Yeah.
Okay. And you created a plan. So, wow, I read about you, and you have your own podcast. Can you tell me a little bit how you regrouped with that and how long you've been doing that for?
Well, that's kind of interesting because I've actually been in radio since 1987. When I was in high school, I had a part-time job where I would go down to KDFM, KOEA-FM, serving the Current River Valley with information, entertainment. That was my very first job. That was my job at the top of every hour and at every half hour. I would sit there and I would do the commercials. I'd do the read-throughs. And so they thought it was good to have a female voice for that. And I knew how to pitch my voice deeper so that I would come across radio a little bit better. And I didn't have a Southern slang like a lot of people were used to having, because I was in Southern Missouri at the time. And so that was one of the things I got to do. Well, fast forward a few years, and then in 2002, back in the dark ages of Wi-Fi, I was this thing called an audio blogger. Nobody knew what an audio blogger was. And I had Kellogg's, the Fiber One bars. That year they came out, and Kellogg's was my sponsor for that show. It was called Women of Power. That was, wow, right? And so I ran that show for a while, and then my sponsor dropped out, and so I stopped doing it. And then we started being called podcasters. And then in 2017, a bunch of my students from the college, I'm an adjunct professor, and so a bunch of my students said, Miss Boland, we really want you to do a podcast. We have all these questions, and there's nobody out there talking about what you do, and we miss your lectures. And so it was really the behest of my students that in 2017, I started the Practical Mystic Show. And from that, we got syndicated, we got sponsorships, and we ended up with 4 different podcasts. And then we had radio stations come to us, and they asked us for our content. So we amalgamated all 4 of those different podcasts. We got syndicated at the same time. So we smashed them together. Okay. Usually a sandwich go with chips, and I have a high metabolism. So I ate the chips, still got hungry, and now I'm eating a sandwich. And they're like, we need a title, and we need it in 5 seconds if we're going live. And I went, the Janine Boland Show? Because I was clueless. I was totally clueless. So it may sound like I'm being egomaniacal, but literally it was like I had 5 seconds to come up with a title. So I just put my name on it. Yeah.
And throughout your whole life, how did you manage, like the women out there, even me? I want to know, because how do you get yourself back on track when you fall off track? We all fall off track sometimes in our cycle of our worldwide, well, not our worldwide, but our life. You know, our life, we kind of like, we're in this circle going around and around, and then it's always a new energy cycle, something in our cycle that kind of throws us off track. How did you manage to continue to get back on track throughout your life? I want to know your secret.
Okay, well, here you go. What's interesting is people ask me my secret, and it's so boring that people are like, nah, and they walk away. But I have a feeling, I have a feeling, Kimberly, you're not going to be that kind. There is a thing that we women do very well, and we forget our power in this. And that is, we forget to sing. And singing our way through trauma is probably the best thing we can possibly do. And if you can't sing because you're wailing too much, you're sobbing too much, your heart hurts too much, you can't sing.
She made me want to cry when she said that, because that's all I do is sing and play music.
Then you get out and you dance, even if it's a slow waltz and you're just sobbing while you're dancing. These two activities are what got me through burnout, got me through divorces, got me through the death of everyone in my family, with the exception of me. Everyone older than me is dead, and I'm only 50. At the time, I was only 57, and I became the matriarch of my family.
This woman does not look 57 or 60.
Because everybody else above me, so-called, had died off. So with those kind of things happening, we can sing through our situations and dance. And if you can't dance and if you can't sing, hum.
Y'all better listen to that. Oh my God, that was well said. And oh man, so if you, you wrote, did you ever write a book? I think I read that you wrote a book, right?
I've written 11 books, and I'm currently writing book number 12. It's okay. Now, I want everybody to know what Kimberly has done for me today. This woman went to the dentist. She had a tooth pulled, and she is so committed to helping you understand how you can move forward that she pulled her car off to the side of the road to have this event occur. I told her, honey, we can reschedule. You don't have to do this. Let's make it easy for you. And she's like, nope, we're going to make this happen today. And so I just want to honor you for your commitment to helping spread good, positive things in this world that's trying so hard to keep people in a negative state of mind. And Kimberly, you are making it happen with the positive message. You keep shining that light.
Thank you. I've never had that honest, positive energy. Thank you. I don't want it to be about me, but back to you. You said you've written 11 to 12. You're going on your 12th book. Tell us about those books and how that experience, those experiences of different chapters of your books can help us learn about more about what it is about.
So it depends on what genre you're interested in. So when I first started writing books, it was because my students didn't know how to handle money. And so I taught them how to live debt-free. And so I was teaching the 60-40 principle and all that. And you can get those books very inexpensively off of Amazon because it's Ditch Your Debt While Banking Bucks. I do not make any royalties off that. The price that you pay on that book is basically the cost of running that. So that's a book you can go to. The other one that's more in alignment with the spiritual side of life and how to handle mindset and falling off the tracks and getting burnout is the Divine series. So Seeking the Divine, Finding the Divine, Expressing the Divine, and I just finished publishing with a co-author, Creating with the Divine. So those 4 volumes will help you. And they're very short reads. I always say to people, if you can't read them in 90 minutes, I have not done my job. And there are other books, but I think for this show, for the subjects that we're talking about, those are the two most important. People are worried about money and they're worried about their time. Like, how are they going to make things happen for themselves? And one of the best things that they can do is don't forget to sing. Don't forget to dance. These are the things that if a duck gets attacked by another duck, have you ever seen them? What happens when they're in the water? As soon as they separate, they shake. They shake off. They shake it all off. They shake it all off. They ruffle their feathers and they shake it all off. And then they glide across the water like nothing's happened. And so to be a duck, you got to shake. And if that means shake your booty and you throw it up into somebody's face, and just don't get arrested, okay? you know where I'm going with this. Is like literally shake, shake, shake. And I know it's a popular song and all that kind of shake it off, but at the same time, that's truth. I remember when I first heard that song, I'm like, oh wow, who's this? I'm behind the times, but I still absolutely love what women have the ability to do if we would just give ourselves permission to stand in our power.
Do you feel, I have to ask a different, but it's a questionable question. Do you feel that, in the next 10 to 20 years that we should have more of an elevated equal status within the United States bracket with our job status, with our religion, with everything as a whole, as we sometimes become suppressed as women?
Well, one of the things is I just keep saying, we don't need to burn our bras to get attention. All we have to do to get attention is sing. Have you ever been in a place that was super quiet, where everybody's in their headphones, and then all of a sudden you have 3 people start singing? What happens? The people that don't want any part of that harmonization will walk away. Those who are curious will stand for a minute and see if it's something they want to participate in, or if they want to be a watcher or an observer or somebody who wants to enjoy the live entertainment that's in front of them. And then you have those that jump along beside you and they sing with you. Every single individual in that moment is doing their job. Every single person in that moment is contributing to world peace in their own way.
She actually gave me some hope, because that's all I do, y'all. Whoever watched me knows that that's all I do. I sing. I sing, I sing, I sing. I sing, I sing, I sing. And I love singing. I feel like singing is very a beautiful thing. And dancing is too. It has nothing to do with trying to be like somebody else. It's being creative and just having fun. That's my definition of dancing. Being creative and having fun. Not with trying to look like anybody in particular, but just trying to be creative and have fun. Same with singing.
If we don't sing and if we don't dance, how can we ever expect to get attention? Because we are nonviolent in our very core. Why would I want to send my son out to go kill somebody else's son? This is an antithesis. Every time I have changed a diaper on my children, I have thought about the millions upon millions of other women changing diapers all around the world with either cloth or maybe don't even have diapers. Or, I thought about how we as women are mothers of the world and how we're connected that way. So in our nonviolence, we have the opportunity to bring the world together through song and through dance. And if you don't know how to dance, just sit there and shake your booty.
Thank you so much. And have you ever studied like the history behind, a tune? Because our first tune. Oh my God, I'm going further than beyond. I hope I didn't annoy her. I forgot how this went. We all hear, since we're all together listening, is a heartbeat, and then, crying. We start expression, as a baby through crying because we don't know how to speak, and then we learn. So do you know anything about the past history of music, and the song notes and stuff?
I am ignorant when it comes to the way mankind takes down notes or music theory or something like that.
FYI, you guys, the first musical beat is a heartbeat. The first musical beat is a heartbeat.
But I am one heck of a good dancer. And if I hear a beat, I don't care if it's just some kid on a plastic trash can pounding with a couple of sticks he's found. My feet start moving. It's been like that ever since I was very young. And
Me
people
too.
always
You may not believe it. People think that I'm like weird. If I hear any type of music, I'm going to the beat of that music. I think that's very angelic.
Yeah, I have to move because it makes me happy. I'm happy in that moment. It's like, oh, there's music, and I don't care what it's like. And so I remember one time I was down in New Orleans, and I was walking down the street, and this kid had this plastic bucket, and he was beating it with his sticks, and I started dancing next to him, and he stopped beating, and I just stopped, and I looked at him. And he started beating with the sticks, and I started dancing again. And then he stopped, and he would look at me.
He was about to stop, right?
Yeah, and he just looked at me, and he was angry at me. He gave me nothing but anger. And I looked at him, and I smiled, and I said, thank you for this moment. And I stepped away, and I walked away because his anger, I don't know his story. I don't know why he was angry. We were not communicating at that level as far as I was concerned. As far as my life, he brought me joy in that moment. And guess what? You can't take that away.
100%. I love this woman. I hope she download her video.
Played twice for me, and I got to dance. And to me, you can't take that away, ever.
Loved it. Okay. I wish, we'll talk after the show just a little bit, but I just wanted to ask you, how can the people, I hate cutting it short, how can the people reach you?
I think the best way is go on to LinkedIn and look up Janine Bolin, and it's spelled colon with a B. Unfortunate, but true. That's the way we are. And ask to be my friend and you must say in the message when you want to connect with me, say, I heard you on Kimberly Cloud's podcast, because you've got to say that. Otherwise, my team, because I'm never on LinkedIn, my team will then connect with you and offer you an opportunity to get on a Zoom meeting with me along with my 20 closest friends.
Thank you so very much. Stay on the line. You guys, I hope that y'all learned something. When people say sing and dance, that's not, a bad thing. It really helped me through my times. And if a stranger is telling me, what I'm doing is right, then that lets me know that, I'm connected to this woman for life. Thank you so much. Stay on the line. Thank you, everybody. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be back on here later. Thank you.
It's about to crowd up again. I can feel it. My donkey senses is telling me that I'm trying to find my music. Get this over with. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure.
Everybody, y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be back on here later. Thank you.
Okay, hold up.
And I'll be back on here later. Thank you. On the line. Thank you, everybody. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be back on here later. Thank you.
From there, I worked in corporate America. I sat around that. and women, that we get our slice of really happy to. So I'm somebody. Hello, world.
Everyone, welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from?
Hello, world.
Stay on the line. Thank you, everybody. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be back on here later. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here today. Can you go ahead?
On the line. Thank you, everybody. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be back on here later. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to. Where's my part 2 at? Oh, it's right here.
Have a wonderful day. And I'll be back on here later. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from?
Hello, world. So I am Pam Hill, and my company is called My Smart Cousin because I'm that smart cousin to everybody that I get to know, friends, family, and clients. And I'm calling from the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area.
I used to live there. It is wonderful. Like downtown is beautiful down there.
Yes,
so can you tell me? Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about your past leading up into your present?
Absolutely, happy to. So I'm somebody who is from Queens, New York, for any fellow New Yorkers out there in the crowd. Grew up in a strong, but working class family, working class neighborhood. And I think probably what got me to think about housing, even all the way back then, is that as I watched my friends grow up around me and watched, in some cases, their parents or grandparents transition on, the houses that were left to them, that is their generational wealth, was lost. And it was lost for various reasons, sometimes predatory type reasons, like interest rates that were overly high, but other times just plain old lack of understanding and lack of follow through on the things to do. So I've since dedicated myself to really making sure that Black and brown people and women, that we get our slice of this American pie. It starts off by owning your own home. And so I help folks to do what I do, which is buy a house for the price of a car. From coming up in Queens, I went on to an Ivy League education. And as far as I'm concerned, that's something that really anybody could have done. I just happened to have a mom who knew how to work that system, which sadly meant having to go to a white school and getting bused. And that was a difference maker, I think, for me. So Ivy League for me meant Dartmouth College, Harvard University. And from there, I worked in corporate America. I sat around that corporate dinner table for 20 plus years, right on up to the executive levels. I've been a CEO of an electric utility, a chief executive officer, as well as a chief financial officer, a CFO of an electric utility, have had 1,000 employees, more than that. And so now, as I said, I dedicate myself both to building my real estate investment portfolio for the price of a car and helping you do the same thing.
And how long have you been doing it for?
I've been doing this for, gosh, a little over 10 years. So I got started doing this when I was working in corporate America. So this is something you can do for folks who are out there listening, wondering how on earth do I do this while working? It can be done. These days they call it a side hustle or a side gig, but y'all know you can put your mind to it and do it. So I got started during the Great Recession, a little after it, in around 2010, 11.
Yeah. Tell me about what it is like. Yeah, tell me about what it is like you do for, because you're into real estate investing. You're not a real estate agent. So
That's
tell
true.
me about your you're into real estate investing. You're not a real estate agent. So
That's
tell
true.
me more.
11, somewhere around there.
Tell me about your classes that you took leading you up to becoming an investor. How were those?
That's a fantastic question. You know what? I think everybody has their own way of learning. So in my case, I didn't take any classes. You know what kind of class? I guess that's not the right way to say it. The kind of classes I took were doing it. And then when let's say when I hired a property manager, right? So yes, I could have taken a class to find out, hey, Pam, how do you become your own property manager? And just start off that way.
I'm gonna have to take out that comment about what she said, because that's like belligerent.
With the houses that you buy, now it's time to manage them. But I didn't do that. I used a property manager, paid him, and that became what I called my tuition. I called that's the tuition. That's the class. You've got this guy, you've hired him, you're going to ask every possible question, and you are going to learn. When you buy a house as an investor, no class is required. Unlike being a real estate agent where you have to have a license, you don't have to have a license to buy a house, and you don't have to have a class to buy a house. That said, I do offer classes, and a number of people do. And the reason is so that anyone out there can just shortcut the learning and learn from a professional, someone who has done it and done it and done it. For me, a couple of dozen times now.
And what is it that you want to say to those entrepreneurs out there that want to be real estate agents and real estate investors getting into this business?
Yep. What I say is a couple of things. One, so you mentioned agents, and I think that's there's a lot of folks out there who are interested in being an agent and wonder if they should be an agent as well as or before being an investor. I don't think you have to be an agent before being an investor. I think it can be helpful to be an agent along with being an investor. And the reason why is when you're a real estate agent, you see probably before anybody else gets to see what houses are coming on the market, either for sale or that want to be purchased. You kind of hear from potential buyers out there of the areas that they're looking for. So you get your finger on the pulse. So that's one reason to consider being a real estate agent. Now, as far as being an investor, what I have to say around how to do that, why to do that, being an investor opens up a lot of opportunities. One, there's cash flow. If you're an investor, every single month, guess what's coming in the door? Oh, a little something called a rent check, just walk it straight on through. Or if you're not going to rent it out, you can flip it. Flip it is the new word for sell it. Sell it fast. A mom who knew how to work that system, which sadly meant having to go to a white which sadly system, which sadly meant having to go to a white school and getting bused. And that was a difference done. I just happened to have a mom who knew how to work that system. and getting bust. And that was a difference maker, I think, for me. So Ivy League, a mom who knew how to work that system and getting bust. And that was a difference maker, I think. A mom who knew how to work that system, that was a difference maker, I think, for me. So Ivy League for brown people, women, class. I know sometimes people need to just hear some information. So where I see things going is me getting my voice out there more and more, and eventually Black people, brown people, women, becoming real stakeholders in the economy and owning, just the same way that it is now normal for a lot of really just about all of America to be the law the same way that it is now normal the same way that it is just the same way that it is now normal for a lot of really just about all of America to be able to own a car, and yet it's not normal yet for just about all of America to own a house. So that's where I see things going is really advocating for that and teaching folks how to do that and getting them on the path so that they can do that smartly.
You know, the funny thing is, you are correct, because it's like I have an apartment, but I don't have a house. So a lady, let me tell you my journey. A lady sat up there, I walked in there ready for real estate, and she actually paid for me to take a class, but I had to put it on hold to go to out of Hancock. So I have 1 year to finish it. So I'm still within the brink of 6 to 7 months, and it takes 2.
I feel so bad that that lady paid $300 for a real estate class for me, and I couldn't even take it.
2 months to finish. So what I'm going to do is get myself back on there so I can flip my money. And you know, you inspire me. You definitely inspire me to be able to have that much money to get a house and then flip it. Like seriously, that is a brilliant plan.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. And again, for folks who are listening and thinking, well, how on earth, listening and thinking, well, how on earth am I going to flip a house if I am on the West Coast, let's say the US? And moreover, if they ask, hey, Pam, I hear you talking about buying a house for the price of a car. What does that mean? And what if I can't do that? Okay, let's talk about the flipping first. Hey, if you're in an area of the country where buying cheap and it's not possible, then let's be an investor in a cheap area of the country. So that's what I'm saying. Sorry, audience.
That's okay. I know you have like a cold.
You guys are getting to hear the real on a cold that I've been having. So sorry about that.
Thank you for sticking out with me through this whole thing. And the last question is, how, like, when you while doing this investing, how did you investing? Yes, I didn't know about while
stakeholders in the economy and owning.
While doing this investing,
stakeholders in the economy and owning.
While doing this investing, how did you say to yourself, you know what? Did you go to like, how did you say to yourself, you know what? Did you go to like, for instance, did you go to a real estate? How did you say to yourself, you know what? Did you go to like, for instance, did you go to a real estate? Yes, go to a real estate actual center, not a conference. While doing this investing center, not a class, because you said you didn't do the class because real estate investors don't do it. So did you go to a real estate? Yeah, to it would do it. So
stakeholders in the economy.
While doing this investing, did you go to a real estate center where you set up your business? Yeah, estate uh, uh, estate center where you set up some
stakeholders in the economy.
While doing this investing, did you go to a real estate center where you set up something? How did you find the houses is my question.
Great question. So how to find the houses, how I found the houses is that I went online and I looked in numerous channels. Here's an easy one that anybody can do. Go on any search site for houses. I'm not affiliated with any of these, by the way. Zillow, Redfin, Movoto. In other words, I'm naming a bunch so nobody feels like, why are you talking up Zillow? So just go on any of them. And what I want you to do is I want you to put in a minimum price of, I don't know, let's say $10,000, because you're not going to find anything worth looking at that's less than that. For a maximum price, I want you to put in, let's say, $60,000. For the area that you're going to look, I want you to put in the state of, let's say, Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania has a lot of inventory and it's a big state. It's big not just from like the Philly side, but it's wide. So it goes all the way west. And you can find a lot of lower priced property there. And then I want you to put in a minimum of 2 bedrooms. So if your audience does that, what they're going to see are many hundreds of houses. And I want you, audience, to start from lowest price. In other words, when any of these websites returns to you the property, the homes, they are not going to show you from cheapest to highest. So I want you to select that. Look at cheapest to highest. And what you will see are properties that are listed, probably starting off, I guess a reasonable one, you'd probably be able to see for about $25,000. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to look through those pictures. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to look through those pictures. You're going to get a sense. And you're going to think of a few things in your head. One, do any of these look like potential investment opportunities? How do I begin to get my money together so that I can buy one? And 2, if you have the ability to relocate, you're going to think about, should I really go on ahead and give this a thought and not just be all about the talk, but now about the walk? Walk. Because if you are renting and you are renting in an expensive area, really that's holding you there, then think about whether you should go ahead and relocate. So that's your time house. And it isn't 10 years, and not standard 30-year, 3 long decades to own a house.
How much money do you need to put down on a house, like, and flip it?
Okay, so if you what?
Yeah, so I don't know. I look at you, I'm sure. Yeah.
To own a house.
How much money do you need? I'm sure.
I don't want them to kick back the video.
But now about the walk.
How much money do you need to put down on a house, like, and flip it?
Okay, so if you are, let's call it a $60,000 house. If you are buying a $60,000 house, meaning the house maybe costs 40 and you need another change of 20 for the fix-ups, and really what you need in your hand is $60,000. If you go with a hard money lender, which is probably where a lot of people will end up, they will require probably a good 20 to 30% that you of skin in the game. In other words, that you put in as your down payment. So 30% of $60,000 is $18,000. That's what it will take. So $18,000 might feel like, oh my God, how am I going to come up with that? Or for some, $18,000 might feel like, and by the way, I don't recommend this, but some of my clients have done this. $18,000 to them might be, well, you know what? I'm gonna max out a credit card, and that's how I'm gonna get the cash, my piece of it, and then I'm just going to make sure, by hook or by crook, that I get that house fixed up and turned around and ready for sale in 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, and then of course use the proceeds from that sale to pay back the $18,000 on the credit card or credit cards that I had to withdraw that money off of.
That's real right there.
And pay back, of course, the hard money lender and keep a big old profit.
Wow, it is amazing because it's like so many. I was thinking maybe you can start off as a real estate agent and start building your money through the sales you make, and then go off to real estate investing if you don't have money to do on your own. What do you think about that?
I think that's definitely a path.
Because it's like so many.
And pay back, of course, the hard money lender and keep a big old profit.
I was thinking maybe you can start off as a real estate agent and start building your money through the sales you make, and then go off to real estate investing if you don't have money to do on your own. What do you think about that?
I think that's definitely a path. There's a lot of ways to get there. So yeah, what you're describing, the positive of that for sure is that you will get to know a market. So let's say you're a real estate agent in, I don't know, let's say Philly. That for sure is that you will get to know a market. So let's say you're a real estate agent in, I don't know, let's say Philly. You mentioned Philly, so let's say you're a real estate agent for Philadelphia. By being an agent, you're going to show a boatload of properties. So you're going to get to really see all these neighborhoods. That's a good thing, because I recommend that you know the area.
I can't delete this.
And then just as you say, you'll have a commission, and you'll be able to use that and apply it towards buying an investment property.
And lastly, how can the people find you?
They can find me through mysmartcousin.com, MYSMART.SMART. I'm sorry, can you spell it? They can find me through mysmartcousin.com, MYSMART.SMART. I'm sorry, can you spell it while I cough?
SMART cousin COUSIN.
You got it. Audience, please forgive. I guess what you should say, but you're seeing, stay up.
We go East East now at my tech. Aztec.
Talking about the election cares. East dot SMART. I'm sorry, can you spell it while I cough? SMA. Find me through My Smart Cousin. I'm sorry, can you spell it while I cough?
SMART cousin COUSIN.
You got it. Audience, please forgive. I get but you're seeing, stay up.
USIN.
You got it. Audience, please forgive. I guess what you can take away from how I am still coughing but persevering is still persevere, even when life throws you a hiccup or a cough or whatever the obstacle is. Just think about, well, okay, that happened, and keep going. And two is that I seek to be an authentic person. So you are getting the authentic Pam, and it is the authentic Pam who will hold your hand right through the process. So again, mysmartcousin.com. You can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, at mysmartcousin, and I have a free ebook that is on my site, mysmartcousin.com. And just about every day, I've got a blog or a YouTube video or some piece of knowledge that is out there.
Thank you so much for joining my show today. If you're out there watching, take into the fact that this lady is a real estate investor, and she is lazy.
For some piece of knowledge that is out there. I guess what you can take away from how I am still I guess what you can take away. I guess what you can take away from how
Thank you so much for coming here.
Audience, please forgive.
Thank you so much.
Audience, please forgive.
Thank you so much for.
Audience, please forgive.
Thank you so much for joining my show today. If you're out there with my show today, if you're out there watching, take into the fact that this lady is a real estate investor and she is blazing it in Philly. I swear, I'm heard something looking in each investor and she is blazing it in Philly. I swear, she is joining my show today. She is blazing it in Philly. I swear, I know she is. So take care of you, safe out there, you guys, and I will see you another time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly.
Okay. After I download this, I'm going to get on StreamYard. Excuse me. I'm going to get on StreamYard with my phone. And then I'm going to, or take, I can't, uh, I'll make a banner for StreamYard. I can't even, I'll make another banner for StreamYard and then show y'all about the photo shoot. I have a couple of places I can go. Okay, that's going. That's uploaded. Okay. So now what? Facebook. We transfer. To Facebook we transfer and Facebook we transfer and what else? Yes, it was a success. Mwah! Okay, now what? I gotta find their email addresses. First, I gotta address somebody. Where'd you go? Okay, that's going. Okay. So now, Facebook, we transfer DCTV, not yet. Thurston County Media, and then DCTV. Community Media account. MNN, MNN. Okay. That's going. Okay. That's going. Close that. Two videos. Okay. 3 people. Now all I got to do is go here. Not Excel. That's going. 1 minute. Okay. Let me let y'all see. I just had to sneak into my emails. Three, two, one. Give me a second, y'all. It's almost there. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's finalizing. And there we go. We got our movie. MP what? MP4 upload. Okay. Soon as all of this stops, next project. Once I take the picture for Brains Magazine, give me a second. Next project is make description for 4 videos. What else? Do an article for Brains Magazine. What else? I have to, of course, take off the pen, but I needed that on my face for a second. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? start on next homework. Do banners for next week. Okay, and that's good. Now I gotta dip and let all of this download. I have to hang up, disconnect with you guys, but I'll be back on here. I kind of figured that was going to happen because I'm downloading like 4 different things. So with that being said, I'm about to get off of here. When I get back on, let me make a banner. Hold on. Oh my God, I didn't mean to put that. StreamYard, of course. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay. That's going that way. And what else? Which one is going to stop first? Okay. While that's going, I'll stay on here, but I have to put on another shirt, I believe. Let me look at myself in the mirror. No, that's my cue to get off of here. The stuttering. I'll be back on here later when it's the photo shoot and I'm at my location. Bye.